Right, so let's talk more about Amazon's mega event where 15 new products and upgrades had been announced. I don't know about you folks, but I love Samuel L. Jackson, and I wouldn't mind hearing his voice first up in the morning telling me to wake up. I wouldn't also mind if I'm in the kitchen being told to stir my pot in the soup I'm making or take the cake out of the oven. That and a lot more being announced by Amazon, the new smart products from a ring to glasses. Is it worth your money? Should you be looking at importing it? Should you not be looking at that? I'm going to discuss that and a lot more with Ashish Sinha, the founder of Next Big What, as well as Nikhil Chawla, the founder at the Unbiased blog. Thanks, gentlemen, for joining us here on Startup Central. Really appreciate it. Ashish, I'm going to begin with you first. 15 new offerings by Amazon, from glasses to a ring to smart kitchens. What did you make of it?
So I think, the one thing clear is that Amazon is really trying to, make Alexa your home. So think of this as Alexa as an ecosystem of products for Amazon itself. So if you really look at it, Google owns, Google Home is available in all Android phones. Siri is available in all Apple phones and devices. Amazon still doesn't have an Amazon phone. So for Amazon, voice is the next frontier, and which is why they are trying to experiment as much as they can with hardware devices. For them, this is the only way to make Amazon compete with, say, Google and Apple when it comes to search devices, pretty much anything related to product searches or your day-to-day life. And most of the products, if you look at it, they are kind of competing with existing products. So it's not that it's a completely new experience for a lot of people who are used to using Alexa. This is so a lot of Alexa features have been actually converted into a product. For example, your timer, your searches, right? So all of these were existing Alexa features. Now they have been converted into a product. So definitely an exciting time for anybody who's innovating on voice.
That's right, exciting time for voice. And I want to take that conversation forward. Nikhil, if I could bring you in. Now, you can pay a small fee and have Samuel L. Jackson's voice, for example, as Alexa. In India, I would imagine they may want to do that with King Khan, or they may want to do that with Deepika Padukone, whoever it is that might decide to do that. But we know about India's obsession too with celebrities, and I can't believe that they're going to do that in the US and not do that in India. Would you see that as a runway success?
I'm sure that's coming because, as you mentioned, King Khan and Deepika Padukone waking up will be a dream for many. And if that is happening, then I'm sure there'll be a lot of people wanting to get. And as Ashish mentioned, that it's not available on phones. And what you want to do next is, reach as many homes as possible. And to do that, yes, celebs definitely help. And they really help you sell products, as we've seen since the advent of advertising. Celebs help you grow business. And that's what exactly will happen if celebs join in as the preferred voice, or maybe a video waking up where King Khan is like raising his arms and waking you up on an Echo show. So imagine that is really a possibility.
That is, of course, a possibility. And, I think also what we're seeing is multilingualism take off, right? Whether it is Amazon or an Indian startup making big in the Bay Area like Unifor and all of that. But, if I could come back to you, Ashish, we've discussed voice. But, for me, what I found really exciting was, and as someone who's always struggling in the kitchen, it's the smart kitchen, right? If I could get an alert, the time to stir your pot, and you can multitask, take your cake out of the oven, that's a really cool innovation, and it's a growing category. And it's a kind of innovation which you may have seen as missing, let's say, in the Apple event earlier.
Yeah, so we are already seeing Alexa-enabled homes. So think about it. The moment Alexa starts to make more sense, you will move all your search queries and tech dependencies to Amazon, as compared to, say, Google or Apple. And that's where I think this is very interesting, because Amazon is taking a lot of big bets. So if you look at some of the products, they are day zero products. They are not available to everyone. It's like Google Glass, where Google kind of innovated, but they went extreme and they announced and nobody bought. But Amazon is taking very calculated move. They are ensuring that they are collecting a lot of feedback from the early adopters. And I'm sure, given Alexa as a marketplace, Amazon giving a lot of push to make Alexa enabled homes a lot more meaningful. So expect more real estate properties selling as Alexa enabled homes, and people will pay premium for that.
Fair point. And Nikhil, if I could come to you, I want to get into a little bit about the pricing, right? So let's first talk about the earbuds. I see, and I think you're wearing the Apple iPods. That's what I can make out right now from Skype. But if I were to look at wearable devices as well, and just the pricing that you're seeing, very competitive pricing right now by Amazon.
Absolutely, the pricing for everything has been very competitive, even with the incremental updates on all the Echo devices and added new features. It was just a few dollars of the costing was high, and as the as you say, the products that they've launched is like better sounding, better visuals, better everything, and still $10 increment is nothing much. And when you talk about earbuds, yes, that's the category everybody wants to catch up on. And again, another device for them to communicate with you and get your data again, and get their voice to you. So obviously Echo buds can be the big deal, because as you have noticed that I'm wearing the AirPods, and of course when I'm wearing AirPods I have no option other than to use the Siri. And by using the Amazon buds, I'll be like Echo buds, I'll be obviously using Alexa, and that's what their plan is, because they don't really have anything on the phone, so this is the best way to reach through phones.
Ashish, would you agree with Nikhil over there? You just get so much more variety with the Amazon earbuds, which do not cost as much as the AirPods by Apple.
Exactly. So this is going to be a mass product, and see, Amazon wants to own the voice interface. So for Amazon, it's very simple that while you might be using Google Maps and a whole lot of other software or different products, let Amazon Alexa be your voice interface. And for voice interface, the most important thing is hardware, owning the hardware piece. Right now, like I said earlier, that Android, Google Home, because of Google, it's available in all Android devices. Same with Siri in Apple devices. For Amazon, the only way to go out and own the voice interface is by making such products which are really available for the mass market, and they would offer, I'm sure Amazon will come up with a lot of options that you buy Prime subscription and you get certain products for like really cheap. So expect a lot of innovation and price cutting in earbud space.
Yeah. Okay, now if we could talk about what's going to be offered in India. So let me come to you, Nikhil. We're not going to see all of those 15 immediately in India. We're going to have to wait a while for it. I guess they may want to localize. But what we do know is about Amazon's big bet in India, right? So I think it's only a matter of time before that does take off. But just seeing what is being offered in India, and you've got, of course, a big sale coming up. I don't know if it's going to be available that fast. What do you think of the pricing and what is being made available?
Is really competitive, as I mentioned, and about what's being available, I don't think so. In the Amazon shopping sales, we'll be seeing those products. We've already seen the list of products that will be on sale, but I'm sure the Echo iteration upgrades, whatever we're seeing, or other products that are already available in India, the upgrades will be definitely there before Diwali, before the festive season. They want to bank upon that. They will not miss out on that. So I'm assuming all the Echo Home devices will be there. I'm hoping the Echo Buds come, but they haven't announced it yet. And obviously, the 0 day devices are not making anywhere else other than the US for sure. But yes, I'm looking forward to all the iteration updates for Echo Show and the Echo devices that are there, and I'm sure they'll be here before Diwali. And specifically, India is one of the biggest marking for them outside US, so definitely we're seeing them.
Okay, so as I have to start winding down, I want to begin by asking both of you this and get your views in, especially when it comes to the home category. You've got Google, you've got Amazon, and you've got Apple. Nikhil, what would you buy?
I am always using Amazon and Google both. I'm like, for home, I didn't buy the Siri HomePods. The HomePods really are very niche, and they're really stuck up when it comes to using your music library. You couldn't use Spotify, you had to use Apple Music and all. So I have like set up all devices across each room, and there's some of Echo Show, some are Google Homes, and it's like a mix of Google and Amazon because I love both, to be honest, because they both have their own ups and downs. So I prefer both of them, to be honest.
Ashish, what would you buy?
I'll go with Apple, actually, largely because of privacy. I trust Apple more from a privacy point of view. I mean, I do have Alexa. I mean, I have tried Google Home and really, I mean, I like the whole thing, but I mean, I'm fine with Alexa for, say, listening music and all. But when it comes to, say, embedding a product like a voice product in my home, I will go for Apple, largely because of privacy issue. I mean, I trust Apple more than any other company when it comes to privacy.
Nikhil, you don't care about your privacy?
Definitely do, but it's come out that everybody was listening to our recordings. Even Apple admitted to that. They were listening to our calls and our recordings. So I don't know whom to trust, to be honest. Yes, Apple is definitely given that leverage, yes, that they are like a really secure and private company, and they don't leak out data to especially advertisers and all these things. But to be honest, Apple also has admitted that humans were listening to your Siri talk. So I don't know whom to trust. So, better use the best of all then.
Okay. With that, gentlemen, I'd like to thank both of you for taking the time out and joining us here to talk about the latest offerings by Amazon. We'll probably touch base with you guys tomorrow as well. We'll have OnePlus to talk about, right? That big launch is scheduled for later today. We'll also get you an interview with OnePlus, but that's tomorrow on Startup Central. Thanks a lot for watching. I forgot to mention about how Alexa and Amazon also has something for pet lovers, how you can use it for using your pets to fetch their balls. As a dog lover, I would say a bit lazy, but I guess everybody wants to marry with technology, don't they?